Mr. Al-Zuweri has got a master degree in linguistics from Newcastle University, and he's now doing his PhD in Durham University on mind and culture and language, and the acquisition of language. Beside his studies, he's been very active in giving talks on Islam and democracy, Islam and politics, especially in the Middle East, as well as human rights between human legislation and religion. Today he's going to talk, as you know already, about women between justice and equality, and hopefully to whip out some of the myth about women positions in Islam and how Islam respect and treat women. Besides welcoming you all, can I ask you to check that your mobile phones are switched off or are in the vibration mode? At the end, there will be some question and answer time. So we'll appreciate if you can keep the questions till the end. And also, can you look after the children so they don't get interrupted by them, please? At the end as well, there are some refreshments outside. So please do join us outside to get some refreshments. And if you have any questions for the speaker himself or to any one of the ISoc members, please don't hesitate to ask. ISoc is Islamic Newcastle Islamic Society at Newcastle University. Perhaps most of you will have seen their members. They are now holding a tent just by the old library. So if you haven't had the chance to visit the tent, which is an exhibition on Islam, please do so. Tomorrow is the last day in the exhibition, and today is actually the last lecture in a series of lectures which ISoc has been running. Just before I hand over to Abdel, can I thank all the volunteers who helped in the tent and in preparing the lecture series for their great work. And can you actually thank them in your usual way? I will hand over to Abdel now, and thank you very much for holding the talk.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers, sisters, and our friends. Peace be with you all. 3 years ago, multicultural environment. You can't imagine that you will face such opportunity. From China to America, Europe, everywhere. And from the first week, I was there. I met my colleagues in the kitchen, introducing ourselves. I'm from China, from America, from France, from Germany. And what's your religion? What's your background? So on, like these questions. And once they know, prevent women from taking the same like men in inheritance? I said yes. But let me ask you one question, please. They said yes. I said, did you get this information from where? I mean, we are all postgraduate students. We are here to make research. Did you make the same thing? I mean, did you study Islam? Did you study Quran? Did you study the traditions of the Prophet of Islam, Muhammad, peace be upon him? I said, actually, no. I said, then how come you bring me such conclusion? That me as a Muslim, till now, I cannot claim, and none of the Muslims can claim that he knows his religion perfectly. None, even if he's a scholar in the religion. Because once you said that I know everything, it means you are the most ignorant person in this earth. And to tell you the truth, from that day, I said, it's okay, my friends. maybe your cultures, your background, some of you are Christian, some of you are Buddhism, some of you atheists, some whatever you are. You believe that some of them were women, that they are liberated. I said, how did you find that you are liberated? They told me, we wear what we want. Don't women in Islam, they have to cover themselves? I said, yes. Then, the more you take off your clothes, it means the more you are liberated. Is this the question that you want to teach me? We end up with this discussion, and for 1 year approximately, we came through such questions and discussions. Today, and from that time, I tried to study this topic from Islamic point of view and from other views, whether Christian, liberal, whatever you give it the name. And today, I will have actually this opportunity to share with you some of the thoughts that I understood from my own study, which is open to be either deleted or changed or modified by your questions, by your comments, by your knowledge that I'm sure you have more than me. So, to start with today, about women. All of us today, we know that the world, for the vast majority of humanity, basically, there are two worldviews. These two views are often, they have kind of conflict. Not only in the personal level of the individuals, where they try to make their choices, but also in the international level, where in terms of the debate over the authenticity and the correctness of each one of them. The first one of them, which all of you know that, I'm sure the Western liberal view. This view says that it draws its roots from the Judeo-Christian tradition that probably, upon investigation, is more well-rooted in the ideas that appeared after the Reformation, ideas that are rooted in the secularism and the worldview that appeared thereafter during the era of enlightenment. And the second view, which is the Muslims' views or the Islamic worldviews, that its roots and ideas lie in the revelation given by God, or Allah in Arabic, to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Those who proclaim this view say that it can be used by humanity during all ages and times, and that its relevance and benefit is not restricted to a certain period of time, geographic area, or certain race of a human being. While we see in the Western liberal view, they have the same idea that their ideas, their views, their civilization is the best for humanity. So, in order to take this topic, actually, we will try to give a short introduction and to make a kind of review of the secular liberal humanist and the traditional Islamic views regarding women. And finally, we will see the applicability of the two views. So we'll try to put them in the same frame, as you cannot judge any view in the world unless you look to other views. You have complete idea, complete information, then you can come up with whatever you want. I'm sure most of you have come up through this book, which was written by an American thinker, Francis Fukuyama, 1992, The End of History. The author here, he basically has put forth the theory that human development in terms of its ideas has concluded with this final period of liberal secularism thought. And nothing